Benson for the point.
Back to better through the block and down. Field goal.
Benson for the point.
Back to better through the block and down. Field goal.
Active pass. He'll look to fire deep and intercepted. Stretchy diving. He's in.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on YourLiveEvent.com.
Potential postseason seeds can change in tonight's Section 8A showdown between the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons and the Climax-Fisher Knights. Good evening and welcome everyone to Climax Shelley School. I'm Derek Zimmerman-Geyer, and I thank you for tuning in to tonight's YourLiveEvent.com coverage of Minnesota athletics. As well as a Pine to Prairie Conference collision, the East and West clash tonight in Section 8A. Enter the 13-5 Falcons, who in the last decade have not lost to Climax-Fisher and are on the verge of securing second place from Boston. The 5-11 Knights welcome them after notching their first string of consecutive wins this season, one win away from evening their section record and recording their first victory on their home court of 2021. Fertile-Beltrami, Climax-Fisher. We'll tell you all about these two teams and then some coming up in our pregame show and our pregame coaches' comments, storylines, and more. Powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, this is a Minnesota high school volleyball coverage on YourLiveEvent.com.
Shelley School District, they're preparing students today for success in a challenging tomorrow. The teachers and staff at Climax Shelley aim to inspire today's students into tomorrow's leaders. Opportunities for students include academics, athletics, fine arts, and extracurricular activities. There is one for you to join today. For the latest information on the Climax Shelley School, visit their website at isd592.org or like their Facebook page. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Climax Shelley School District.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Welcome back to our pregame show. Now joined by the head coach of Fertile-Beltrami, Carrie Soli. Coach, big question, always my favorite. How are you doing this evening?
Doing great. We have a lot of our kids back, and people are feeling good, so we're looking forward to an exciting week this week and some conference matchups, so things are going great.
It's near the end of the season, always exciting times. Let's kind of rewind a little bit and talk about something weird. Last year at this time, 365 days ago, you guys are just starting the season, just the third match of the season at that point. Now you're near the finish line. What's it like having the regular season almost over at this point? How do you compare and contrast that?
Yeah, we did talk about that a little bit too at practice, where last year was such an up and down, where we thought we were going to have a season and then we postponed it, and then it was practice and then it was back on, and then it was every day was touch and go, and you didn't know how many athletes you were going to have or if you were going to have a team. And, they took tournaments away from us, and they took section tournaments away and state tournaments away and things like that. And so this year we've been fortunate where we keep talking about we got to play one day at a time and play one match at a time, because we never know. Things can happen so unexpectedly, and that's kind of a good learning lesson that we all learned from last year and also from this year too, as far as, some athletes being in and out for different reasons. And, we just take it one day at a time and hope we keep moving forward.
I got another kind of eye-popping stat to share with you. Your last 6 games, tough sledding, 2-4 after that 11-match winning streak. But the opponents you've played aren't too shabby. I believe the overall record for them is 74-42. How would you classify your competition?
We played in that Barnesville tournament. We played excellent competition, and we were right there with all of those teams, especially Breckenridge and New York Mills, very solid teams. I know Breckenridge was undefeated when we played them, and I believe they still are. And we were right there with them, and it was just a few points off and on a little bit. And so, I know we did lose a conference matchup to Ada. We were seemed like we were on a roller coaster that night. We were on, and then we were off, and they were on, and then we were on, and then the third set kind of set the tone for the night. It kind of went their way, and then they really were on for the fourth set. So we just came back on Thursday against Lake Park Audubon, another very tough team, very scrappy and very aggressive, and it's hard to put the ball down on them. And I thought that our girls did a nice job of fighting each point for that and each set for that. So it was fun to get on the win side there, and I hope we continue in the right direction now.
You still sit up pretty nicely at third place, I believe, right now in Section 8A. Another Pine and Prairie Conference clash. Depending on what Fossum does tonight, you could potentially secure our second place as of right now. What's it going to take to do that?
We need to just kind of play our game and focus on, we've really been focusing on some key things on blocking, as far as cleaning up a few things as consistency, setting the block and pressing over on the block and really covering our blockers and covering our hitters. Also our passing, we need to clean up our passing, and when we have a good clean pass, our setters are able to put it up, and we have a good variety of hitters out there to put that ball down.
Now, ranging back from the last decade, some scores unreported, but in the last decade, 5 to 10 matches, straight wins against these Climax-Fisher Knights. What's it take to have the Knights number?
We just need to continue to play positive and to play as a team, and we need to continue to, we've had a lot of good competition with them and a lot of long rallies and a lot of long volleys and things like that, and I just think that our girls have really been doing a nice job of continuing to play those long rallies and continuing to fight for those points. And when you win those long rallies, you take that momentum, and that kind of carries over for each set to carry over for a win for the match.
Everybody healthy tonight, Coach?
They are. We actually have our whole squad back, so that's kind of fun to see. I'll be able to turn in a full roster.
It's great to hear. And another big question, any final thoughts and keys to tonight?
Just need to play our game, need to continue to go out there with an aggressive attack, and to, we have to talk and play aggressive defense so we can get that offense set up so our hitters can do the job, and we also need to serve more consistently. So those would be some keys tonight, and hope we come away with a win.
Coach, thanks for your time as always, and good luck.
Thank you so much.
Thank you once again to head coach of the Falcons, Coach Carrie Soley, and her 19th year coaching. Has her squad at 13-5 overall, 5-1 on their home court, 4-3 on the road, 4-3 on the neutral hard court, 8-2 in Section 8A, and 5-1 in the Pine to Prairie Conference. Fertile-Beltrami currently sitting third, right behind Boston in Section 8A East. Out of 10 teams for the Falcons in their last 5, they are 2-3, and it looks as so. October 2nd in the Barnesville tournament, went 1-3 in that tournament. Lost to Breckenridge, who is 20-0 on the season, 2-0. Defeated Winnie-Mac 2-0 on that same day, and then lost to Monaga 2-0 to conclude their tournament at Barnesville. Hop over to October 5th. Another double whammy of a rivalry conference in Section 8A. Against Adaborp West, that one's Infernal, 3-1 in favor of the Cougars, who are red hot this 2021 campaign. Last week versus Lake Park Audubon, bouncing back versus the Raiders at Lake Park with a 3-1 decision in another Pine to Prairie Conference collision. They come in tonight once again at 13-5, coached by Carrie Sully, who you just heard on our pregame coaches' comments. Take a break and come back and hear from the head honcho of Climax-Fisher in her first year with the Knights, Brenda Slight. When we come back, Climax-Fisher, Fertile-Beltrami, Section 8A Girls Volleyball on YourLiveEvent.com.
In the months of preparation for spring planting, all through the growing season and into the long days of harvest, the team at Agrimax is here to help farmers around the Red River Valley with a complete array of services and products. From seed sales to custom aerial and ground application, crop protection products, and more, Agrimax will help reach every producer's goal, peak profitability. Contact Agrimax in Fisher, Minnesota today at 218-891-2211 or online at agrimaxllc.com.
Schedules can be a slippery slope. With YourLiveEvent.com, that's just not the case. Find schedules for select Minnesota and North Dakota high school athletics at our website. That's www.yourliveevent.com. For schedule updates, follow our social media pages. Never miss again when it comes to scheduling with Your Live Event.
Log on to stay up to date on all of the weekly activities at the Climax Shelley School. The website for the Climax Shelley School District provides you with up-to-date bulletins, lunch menus, sports schedules, bus route information, practice schedules, iPad apps, and upcoming events. Order some Knight apparel and support your teams. Go Knights and Thunder. The Climax Shelley School District thanks you for your support, and they look forward to having you attend their local events throughout the school year. Log on to isd592.org.
The American farmer has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Columbia Grain and Agronomy is here to help on every acre with the highest quality products and expert local service. Contact the agronomy centers in Climax at 218-857-2165 or our villa at 701-343-6273. Columbia Grain and Agronomy, committed to cultivating growth through a diverse mix of products and expert knowledge. Contact them today and make the most of every acre. Call Climax at 218-857-2165 or our villa at 701-343-6273.
You asked, how will Enbridge's Line 3 replacement help keep the environment safe? Well, nothing is more important to us than the safety of the environment and the people of Minnesota. That's why we're replacing an aging pipeline with much safer, state-of-the-art infrastructure along a route that avoids impacts to people and the environment. Safety and environmental protection are Enbridge's core values and the very foundation of our business. Learn more at enbridge.com/line3us.
Welcome back to our Irish Herd's pregame show, now joined by the head honcho of the Burros, Katie Cohen. Welcome back to our pregame show, now joined by the head coach of Climax-Fisher, Brenda Slight. Coach, big question for you. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing good.
Good to hear. I know you want to get to that sixth straight game, support your daughter, but tonight it's your fourth match at home, now the second in Climax. Just initial thoughts as you enter the building.
Well, it's home, so every time you play at home, you get excited. You know, you have your fans that you want your fans, the fans that are going to show up. The girls get excited, they get pumped, you know, because our student section gets a little bit loud and rowdy. So I think it's good that we're home. Now it's a matter of getting a win at home.
Getting a win at home. Had no trouble in these last two games, back-to-back wins for the first time all season. How does that spark some confidence for you guys?
You know, it's great. The girls are playing very, very well. They're playing together. You know, like I said, we're finding our strengths. You know, we're eliminating our weaknesses. And I think overall the girls are excited. They're pumped. And they know they're playing well right now, but they know they need to play even better tonight.
Are they molding well, pretty well, with just only a couple matches left?
I absolutely think so. You know, and I have a young team, but I also have, you know, a couple seniors and a junior, so it's really exciting that those sophomores have stepped up to the challenge. And you know, you always have Trinity every night that's going to give you what she gives you, and I just think overall, you know, between the girls that are on the court and off the court, they're just meshing well together.
Ella Paulsrud is back for her third match after a concussion a few weeks ago. How does Paulsrud push this team in her return?
You know, she's consistent. You know, she moves, her passes are pretty accurate. You know, I thought Hallie did an amazing job in the back row, but you know, we need her in the left. But overall, I think, you know, you need Ella and Hallie on the court at all times, and it's very crucial for both of their passing abilities to be out there. And I think with Ella back, you know, she'll fill that role back where she left off, and hopefully, she's not hesitant, but in practice yesterday, she showed she's willing to dive for anything.
A win tonight could push your team to 500 in the section. How does it feel to potentially be slingshotted all the way to 6th place with just a W tonight?
It'd be amazing, like I said, I don't know what people thought about us this year, but I think, we're proving some people that we can play in tight games, and we can get some W's, so tonight would be a big one for us, and I think our confidence would even be built even higher.
Now, Fertile-Beltrami, they're not Winnie Mac, they're not Monoman Waubin, but they are 2-4 since an 11-match winning streak earlier this season. Now, how do you follow up with the Falcons? Or should I say the Falcons?
They're good. They're intense. Our defense has to be on point tonight. Our blockers have to be up, and, we need to just be playing all around. Nobody can be taking naps and, staying low and just have that intensity that's going to get us that win.
Coach, I'll spare final thoughts and keys. Go support your daughter.
Defense. I think, every night, defense wins games, and now I'm going to go support my daughter.
There you go. Thanks, Coach. Thanks for your time. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks once again to Coach Brenda Slant. I told her I let her off the hook to go support her daughter. She misheard me. It's a bit loud and chaotic and Climax tonight. Brenda Slant, first-year head coach for the Knights, has her squad at overall record of 5-11, 0-3 at home. Only one game in Climax so far, 2 in Fisher, 4-3 on the road, and 1-5 in neutral games, 4-5 in Section 8A, and split down the middle, 500, 3-3 in the Pine and Prairie Conference. Last 5 games for the Knights, just like Fertile-Beltrami, 2-3, tit for tat. Let's look at the last 5 for Climax-Fisher. September 25th, lost to Clearbrook Gonvick 2-0, part of the Crookston tournament. They went 1-3. Lost to East Grand Forks in 3 sets, 2-1 to close out that Crookston tournament. Bounced back versus Bagley in their first 5-set match of 2021, and 1-0 in that category on the 28th of September, defeating the Flyers. Lost to Norman County East Ewan Heyerdahl. I think I have a typo in here on my sheet here, I believe. That should be a W. The other way around. We'll get that cleared out later. October 5th, swept Monoman Waubin 3-0 at Monoman. And then they beat Winnie Mac. There it is. I forgot to include Winnie Mac. They defeated Winnie Mac 3-1 later on that week on the 7th. They come in tonight once again, coached by Brendan Slayton, our first year, 5-11, currently 9th place in Section 8A West out of 11 teams, and ready to do battle in a double whammy rivalry matchup with Fertile-Beltrami. We'll talk storylines and starting lineups when we come back here in our pregame show between Fertile-Beltrami and Climax-Fisher after this break.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Break it down, the brass tacks, everybody. For Climax-Fisher, let's set up our storylines. First back-to-back wins of the season, molding together with just a few matches left in 2021, the regular season that is, defeating Monoman Waubin 3-0 and Winnie Mac 3-1. Ella Paulsrud back in the lineup for her 3rd straight match after a concussion. Earlier in September at the tail end of that month, Paulsrud at the libero position can push this team back to winning ways. Win pushes this team tonight. If they win to 500 in the section, could be 6th in the section with a win. Good way to slingshot their way back up in the standings. Fertile-Beltrami, they're not Winnie Mac, they're not Monoman Waubin, but they have won 11 matches at one point in this season. Currently 2-4 in the last 6. Gonna be a tough one against one of the top teams in the section of Section 8A. Let's talk about those Falcons. Something to think about here, this team didn't start their seasons until this point in 2020. Again, 2-4 in the last 6. Fertile-Beltrami playing teams with an overall record of 74-42. Their 3rd conference matchup in a row, clashing with their conference. They can secure 2nd place in Section 8A with a win tonight if Foston loses. They play Foston in the regular season finale on October 19th, the big matchup there to decide who has that second seed around Ada Borup West as well. And they have won the previous, I believe, 10 matchups versus Climax-Fisher. They have the Knights number dating back to 2010. These are your storylines. Those are your brass tacks. When we come back after the national anthem, we'll have first serve and starting lineups. Not in that order. Starting lineups and then first serve here in Climax, Minnesota. Fertile-Beltrami and Climax-Fisher, Section 8A, Pine Prairie Conference Volleyball on yourliveevent.com.
Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, Halsted Living Center offers a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care. With Halsted Living Center, there is an attached medical clinic and independent senior housing facility. Physical, occupational, and speech therapy services are available for both inpatient and outpatient. Respite care is available too, as well as hospice services. Call 218-456-2105 for openings available now with Halsted Living Center, or find more information at halstedlivingcenter.com.
Get the dairy products, non-dairy products, frozen seafood, meat items, and more delivered to your door from Teak, the Udder Guy at Hillsboro Dairy. Call 701-436-5877. He will bring it right to your door. Hillsboro, Grandin, Pearlie, Hendrum, Borup, Ada, Climax, Shelley, Lockhart. East of Ada to the Twin Valley addresses and around the area. Hillsboro Dairy delivering right to your door. 701-436-5877. It's here at Norman County Implement, now on the lot. The new Blast of the 2021 model Versatile Delta Tracks. Call for large discount. This Versatile DT570 with PTO, it's huge discounts, and it's now on the lot at Norman County Implement. And also arrived 2 brand new Woods 15-foot batwing mowers. Talk with Chuck O'Neill on the beet harvest equipment. Other deals getting done for other trades coming in. Norman County Implement with a new Versatile Fury for sale or rent this fall. Talk with Chuck O'Neill, Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada.
This is Chris with RDK Enterprises. We have all heard of supply chain issues and the challenges they bring. As the demand for planting equipment increases, we are trying to be as proactive as possible. RDK has secured a supply of precision planting products and maintenance parts for your planter, hopefully minimizing some of these supply chain issues. If you are planning any upgrades, repairs, or maintenance, give us a call. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Rivers Edge Insurance Agency, Halsted, 218-456-2172.
Keep going, more. No, stop!
Log on to stay up to date on all of the weekly activities at the Climax Shelley School. The website for the Climax Shelley School District provides you with up-to-date bulletins, lunch menus, sports schedules, bus route information, practice schedules, iPad apps, and upcoming events. Order some night apparel and support your teams. Go Knights and Thunder. The Climax Shelley School District thanks you for your support, and they look forward to having you attend their local events throughout the school year. Log on to isd592.org.
Welcome back to Climax, Minnesota. Climax Shelley School. They're announcing the non-starters for the Falcons and the Knights right now. You're at liveevent.com, powered by Halsted Telephone Company and RJ Broadcasting Incorporated. Pleased to welcome you to tonight's volleyball matchup between Fertile-Beltrami and Climax-Fisher. Falcons versus Knights, Section 8A and Pine Prairie Conference, a double whammy rivalry. Now time for the starting lineup for the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons, coached by Carrie Soley, Maggie Coet, and Bailey Croner. The Falcons look as so. Number 2, Taylor Miller, the senior setter. Libero is number 3, Brooklyn Strim, a junior. Number 4, Caitlin Akas, a junior setter. Number 5 is Aubrey Swinby, a senior outside hitter. Abigail Rands, a senior middle hitter, wears number 6. Marin Warrigan wears number 11, a senior outside hitter. And rounding it out is a sophomore middle hitter, Tori Erickson, who wears 1-3 across the chest in the back for Fertile-Beltrami. Climax-Fisher looks as so, with a little bit of a change in the lineup. Number 1, Cambry Solheim, middle hitter, a sophomore. Number 3 is Hallie Reitmeyer, outside hitter, moving back from her libero to now outside hitter position, a sophomore. Back at libero, and from her concussion is number 4, Ella Paulsrud, a sophomore as well. Number 5, Mariah Kearns, outside hitter senior. Number 6 is a sophomore setter, Ava Larson. Number 8, Mia Marshall, sophomore outside hitter on the right side. Rounding it out, number 9, Trinity Erickson, the second senior on the squad, playing middle hitter, wearing number 9. Coached by Brenda Slight and Brittany Gayson. The Knights 5-11, 4-5 in Section 8A. Fertile-Beltrami 13-5, 5-1 on the home court, 4-3 on the road, and 8-2 in Section 8A. That's what matters tonight. Conference and section standings. Climax-Fisher won the toss. They will serve first. Again, the Knights lineup: Solheim, Reitmeyer, Paulsrud, Kurz, Larson, Marshall, Erickson. Bottom. Again for Fertile-Beltrami: Miller, Strim, Akas, Swimby, Rands, Morgan, and Erickson. No Marshall. Just need a Barney, a Lily, and a Ted in there to round it out. Derek Zimmerman got on the call with you guys tonight. Thanks for joining on this journey. Thanks to our camera worker tonight, Peyton, for her work in the JV game. And now tonight's match, the main event. Just a handful of matches left in 2021. Finally, a full season played in Minnesota. First serve underway from Kurz. Dug up by the Falcons. Smacked over by Swimby from the middle row. Erickson digs. Ball in the air for Erickson to volley over. No, into the net. 1-0. Fertile-Beltrami on the Community Co-op scoreboard. Libero, Brooklyn Strim to serve, number 3. Brooklyn, a junior, lofts it across, dug out by Erickson, back row. Erickson, that middle row, is blocked at the net by Erickson. 2-0. That one hit the top of the net. Tori Erickson versus Trinity Erickson. Something to look at tonight. First service point of the night goes to Brooklyn Strim. Dug up back row by Paulsrud, sit over the middle. Erickson far side, again stuffed, again denied by Erickson. 3-0, Fertile-Beltrami. 2 service points for Strim. Trinity Erickson not getting enough height on those hits, and that's an ace serve off the fist of Kurz. And that ace serve brought to you by Agrimax. 218-891-2211. 3 straight service points for Strim, her first ace. It's 4-0, Fertile-Beltrami. Far side, dug up. Erickson gets the dig and finds it over. Too strong, 5-0. Falcons in business. 4 service points in a row by Brooklyn Strim. This one's dug out back row. A joust at the net in favor of Erickson. That was against Ava Larson and company. 5 straight for Strim. Strim with the heater and the hot hand. An ace in there. Looks like Ava Larson talking to the far official. I've been talking to Coach Brenda Slight. She'll go to her outside position on this near side, right side. Strim serves. Rainbow up, dug back row. Erickson set up over the middle. Denied again by Erickson. Punched over by Erickson. Erickson back over the middle in the face of Trinity Erickson. It's a kill for Tori, her first tonight. 7-0, an early timeout by Coach Brenda Slight. 6 straight service points by Brooklyn Strim. 7-0 Fertile-Beltrami and the Climax Fisher Knights on the Community Co-op scoreboard. Be right back and see if the Knights can respond in 30 seconds.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
It's 6 straight service points by Brooklyn Strim. And 2 blocks and a kill by Tori Erickson that gives Fertile-Beltrami the 7-0 lead over Climax-Fisher on the Community Co-op scoreboard. Strim again. Dug up back row by Kurz. Far side. Pushed over to a tapper by Reitmeyer. And then across. Rorgan on the near side. Rips it into the net. First point of the night for Climax-Fisher. And Rorgan just get enough height on it. We see Hallie Reitmeyer serving for the Knights. Dug up back row by Miller. Near side is Erickson. Off the fingertips of Trinity Erickson. Saved in the back by Kurz. Pushed over. Two-hand tapper is down and good. Mariah Kurz with the kill. Makes it 7-2. Service point of Hallie Reitmeyer, her first. This one's dug on a knee slide by Miller. Set up for Erickson on this near side. Two-hand tapper. Pushed over. Erickson over the middle. Low jumbo over Erickson. Near side Rorgan with a joust. And it falls in favor of Climax-Fisher. Some jeers coming from the Falcons student section. This one's a line drive. Bullets to Miller for an ace serve. Reitmeyer responds with 3 straight service points and an ace. Again brought to you by Agramax. 7-4. Knee slide dig from Strim. Near side is Tori Erickson, too strong. 7-5. Tori Erickson, the sophomore. Trinity Erickson, the senior. 4 straight by Reitmeyer. Near side again, Erickson, that one will fall. Put some emphasis on that one. And it's 8-5. Paulsrud couldn't dig it out on the near side. Second kill of the night for Erickson. Breaks Reitmeyer's 4 straight service points. Paulsrud digs, set up over the middle for Erickson. Right back at you. 8-6. Trinity's first kill of the night. Trinity will serve. Down by 2. Kasia Wilson rotates in for Taylor Miller on the Falcons side. That's a service error by Trinity Erickson. 9-6. Falcons get the volleyball back on top by 3. Marin Rorgan serves for the first time this evening. Lofts it across, dug up by Marshall. Paulsrud volleys. Backward volley by Kurz. Over the middle now, near side. Wilson is denied, or did it go out of bounds? Went out of bounds. Kill off the wallop by Wilson, her first. 10-6. Oregon's first service point. Diving dig, and it's an ace serve. Larson couldn't get to it. Second ace of the night for Fertile-Beltrami, first by Rorgan. 2 straight service points. 11-6 Falcons on the Knights. Paulsrud digs. Kurz, far side, a punch by Larson. That was actually Larson to Kurz. We'll do it again. Kurz with the kill shot going far side, near side. Wilson waylays into it on this near side, saved by the Knights. Kurz two-hand tapper over Rorgan. Over to Akis. Over the middle is Erickson. Can't get the drop. Right hand drop and a swipe coming from Mia Marshall. On that velocity, Marshall just gives it a little love tap. Makes it 11-7. Marshall out, rotating in. Sophia Nesvig. Sophia, sophomore setter, serves away. Erickson over the middle, pushed over by Wilson. On this near side, Nesvik two-hand touch across, saved on the dig by Strim. Near side is Wilson again. That was a wallop. That was a nice dig on the save by Marshall. Sent back over by the Knights. Paulsrud digs back row. Here's Kurz. Back to Marshall with the punch. Dug up back row. Over the middle, Erickson will take it. Dug up back by the Knights. Far side is Kurz into the net. 12-7. Tori Erickson the serve. Her first time, right in front of her visiting fans. Service error. Keeping it close. Within 4. Erickson out, rotating in, Brooklyn Strim. Mariah Kurz serves. Right hand across. Dug up back row by Rorigan. Now far side, Wilson puts it down. Nesvik couldn't dig it out. It's 13-8. Wilson, her second kill. Taylor Miller serves, lefty. Dug up by Kurz, almost pushed across and almost pushed in the net. It's pushed backwards. Miscommunication up front with Ava Larson. Cambry Solheim into the match now. First service point. Far side will volley over by Reitmeyer. Now step over the middle, Miller coming to number 5, Swimby. Doesn't get across, down. That one gets across, that one's down. Off the fist of Oregon, she couldn't save it, makes it 14-9. Serving is Paulsrud. Pushes it across. Aka sets up near side. Swimby with some sizzle to it. 15-9. Her first kill. Aubrey Swimby, the senior outside hitter, serves. A serve into the abyss. Two Knights going for it. Nobody can get it. It's 16-9. And the race serve brought to you by Agramax. Swimby's first service point and her first service error, 16-10. 3 ace serves by Fertile-Beltrami tonight. Spreading the love around. Mia Marshall rotates back in. Ava Larson serves away. And that's an ace serve right back at you. Tip for tat. 16-11. 2 ace serves tonight for the Knights. This one's across, dug up back row by Miller. Push across to the Knights. Far side being set up for Reitmeyer. She is denied. Given right back. Miscommunication. And off the diving swing by Rands. Falls out of bounds, and it's 16-12. Service point for Larson, her second. Within 4. Dug up back row by Miller. Being set up by Akis. Near side, Worrigan lets it rip and is denied by Erickson. Within 3. Trinity Erickson with her first block. 3 straight by Larson now. Diving dig by Strim. Good job to get to it. Worrigan slaps it across. Dug up by the Knights. Kurz to Erickson, 2-hand tapper, saved by Akis. Swimby, now another roar from Rarigan. Her first kill, it gets across. Oregon, 17-13. Brooklyn Strim serves. Rans rotates out. Dug up back row by the Knights. Step over the middle for Erickson. Dug up by Strim. Miller sets up far side for Oregon. Denied again by Erickson. Erickson emphatic with it. Her second block in the last 3 serves. She has 2. Reitmeyer serves a bullet off a rifle. Strim can't get to it, and it falls out of bounds. in favor of Climax-Fisher of N2. Erickson, Johnny on the spot over the middle to make sure of it. Reitmeyer, 5 service points, nice dig. Now far side, near side, denied again. This time it's in favor of Tori Erickson against Trinity. Tori of her 3rd kill. Makes it 18-15. Caitlin Hawkins, number 4, serves. A center. Paulsrud digs back row, set up over the middle. Erickson far side, hits across strim, digs. Worgan sets up near side for Wilson, denied by Erickson and company. Hawkins again to Wilson. That one out of bounds, just barely past the line. Within 2 again, 18-16. Trinity Erickson serves. The senior sends it across. Dug up by Swimby. Saved by Strim. Touched over and swiped at by Tori Erickson. Oh, punch by Kurz gets across on the far side. Volleyed over by Tori. Two-hand tapper by Trinity. Slapped over by Swimby. Two-hand tapper again. This one it's Larson. Akis to Erickson. A joust. And it's in Fertile-Beltrami's favor. What they called a violation. It looked like it fell on the Falcons' side. Nonetheless, it makes it 19-16. Fertile-Beltrami. Marin Rorigan serves. 2 service points tonight. Paulsrud digs. Larson behind the back, 2-hand tapper. Paulsrud gets it back after the return by Fertile-Beltrami. Reitmeyer from the backside hits it across. Erickson over the middle with the exclamation point right in Solheim's face. 20-16. Tori Erickson 4 kills. 3rd service point for Oregon. Slaps it across just barely. That was an ace serve. Paulsrud had the dive for it. It's 21-16. Second timeout by the Knights. Second ace serve by Oregon. It's 21-16. Fertile-Beltrami on top of Climax-Fisher on the Community Co-op scoreboard. Knights to respond after this.
If you're in need of Minnesota and or North Dakota high school athletics coverage, head to yourliveevent.com so you don't miss out on moments like these.
Straight up the middle, bounces, he's open, he's down the field, touchdown, Nuggets!
Go to our YouTube page at Your Live Event, powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated.
Intercepted!
Follow us on Twitter at Your Live Event 1 and on Facebook at Your Live Event.
After that ace serve by Marin Oregon, her second of the night, 4th service point. It's 21-16. Fertile-Beltrami on top of Climax-Fisher Community Co-op scoreboard. Second timeout of this evening and first set by Coach Brenda Slight of the Knights. Nice student section by the Traveling Falcon fan base. It's a luau night. Showing out strong. Oregon strong. Serves across. Paulsrud digs. Larson sets up backside for Reitmeyer, and that one rips through and true. Reitmeyer just jumped up flat-footed in midair. Still had enough muster to get it across with plenty of velocity to spare. Reitmeyer's first kill. Nesvig serves away. Saved by Fertile-Beltrami. Erickson, nice dig on that far side by Nesvig, and the return falls in favor of Climax-Fisher. Nesvig took the heat and pushed it right back at the Falcons. Erickson, that far side kill. Attempt at least. Nesvig's first service point. That one's pinpoint. And what do they call? They call in favor of Fertile-Beltrami, just out of bounds. A delay there. Almost an ace serve. 22-18. Erickson and Strim rotate out. Jumping serve comes across from the Falcons. Paulsrud punches it across, dug up back row. Here's Akis for Wilson, near side. Almost saved, almost fell. Paulsrud gets it. Reitmeyer can't push it across. 23-18. That new player in for Fertile-Beltrami is number 7, Jordan Burhow. Her first service point. Dug up by Nesvik, back row, hit the beam, saved by Larson. Two-hand touch across by Reitmeyer. Here's Swimby to across, Wilson at the net, and wins that matchup. 24-18 set point. Wilson her third kill, second straight service point for Burhow. 24-18 service on the way, set point and set one. Pushed over by Kurz. Wilson digs. Here's Akis over the middle. The kill shot coming from Rands doesn't drop. Saved by Akis. Right hand swipe by Swimby. Reitmeyer back row again, lets it loose. Dug out by the Falcons. Near side is Wilson, laying into that one. Dug by Reitmeyer. Paulsrud gets it up back to Reitmeyer, who sends it across on the volley. Again, Reitmeyer cannot save that one. After the return by Akis. Set number 1 falls to the Falcons, 25-18 on the Community Co-op scoreboard. 1-0, Fertile-Beltrami on top of their rival Climax-Fisher after set number 1. We'll take a break and come back with more Knights and Falcons volleyball on YourLiveEvent.com.
At the Climax-Shelley School District, they're preparing students today for success in a challenging tomorrow. The teachers and staff at Climax-Shelley aim to inspire today's students into tomorrow's leaders. Opportunities for students include academics, athletics, fine arts, and extracurricular activities. There is one for you to join today. For the latest information on the Climax-Shelley School, visit their website at isd592.org or like their Facebook page. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Climax-Shelley School District.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Set 1 on the Community Co-op scoreboard falls to Fertile-Beltrami by the score of 25-18. Community Co-op scoreboard. Community Co-op's located main headquarters out of Lake Park, Minnesota. 4 kills in that first set by Tori Erickson, leading everybody in that category. Kasia Wilson with 3 of her own. The Falcons win their 37th set of the season. For Fertile-Beltrami, coming into tonight at 13-5. They have lost 2 and 3 in their last 5 after winning 11 matches after their 0-1 start. And second place, make it third place in Section 8A as we're between sets. Climax-Fisher coming into tonight at 5-11. They have doubled their win total since last season at 2-5, have doubled it and more. Recently won 5 sets with Bagley. Only one 5-set match for Climax-Fisher this campaign. Erickson off the serve coming from Swimby. He's going to touch it across in the 2-hand tapper. Dug up by Marshall. Over the middle is Erickson versus Wilson and Rorigan. And sitting it back emphatically is Rands to make it 1-0. Now that we're caught up to speed here, Rands her first kill. First service point, now make it second for Swimby. Dug up by the Knights. Over the middle, Trinity Erickson through the fingertips, saved by Swimby. Punched over by Rorigan. Paulsrud digs. Far side, Reitmeyer, 2-hand tapper. Back to Rorigan. Over the middle, here is Rands in favor of Fertile-Beltrami. 2-0 Community Co-op scoreboard and 2 straight service points for Aubrey Swimby. Lifted across, Paulsrud digs. Far side for Reitmeyer, little jumbo, doesn't drop. Over the middle, Rands, her own little jumbo, just lightly tapped it, saved by the Knights. Back row attack from Kurz, doesn't drop, nice dig by Strim. Rorigan punches it across on this near side. Paulsrud runs to dig, finds it. Knocked over by Larson. And Kurz, near side. Rorigan lets it rip again. 3-0. Her second kill. 4 service points for Swimby. Graciously accepting the volleyball back from her home fans who are on the road. Dug up by Paulsrud on the dive. Sent back over by Kurz. Near side Rorigan again. That's not a rip. Just a little rope right in the middle of the paint. Let's make it 4-0. Her third kill. 5 service points for Swimby. Dug up by Kurz. Larson at the net near side. It hits the net, and she can't dig it out. Makes it 5-0. 6 service points for Swimby. Swimby across, dug up by Reitmeyer. Make that Marshall. Back row Erickson pushes it across off the attack. Akis sends it across from Rands. Erickson to Paulsrud. Back row Strim. Here's Miller near side. Rorigan. Again a rip and again a kill. 6-0. Her fourth. Similar start to set number 2 as set number 1. Erickson over the middle, puts it down. Nice diving dig by Strim off her knees. Tapped over by Rams with the left hand. Two-hand touch across from Larson. Far side, Akis pushes it across. Paulsrud digs. Larson to Reitmeyer. Lets it fly too high. It's 7-0. Timeout, Coach Brenda Slight down 7-0. Once again, a bagel on the board to start a set on the Community Co-op scoreboard. Fertile-Beltrami on top of Climax-Fisher. Be right back after Coach Slight's timeout.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, Broadband Voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Coming back from the timeout by Coach Brenda Slight, Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard. 7-0 Fertile-Beltrami on top of Climax-Fisher, 1-0. Here in Climax, Aubrey Swimby with the hot hand and then some. 8 service points and a 7-0 lead. Standing server cross, dug out by Marshall, set up for Erickson. No, that's Reitmeyer with a rocket to end it. Off the fingertips of Fertile-Beltrami, 7-1. Mia Marshall serves. Her first time this set. Dug out by Rands. Far side, near side is Morgan. An absolute sonic boom into the net. 7-2. Service point for Marshall, her first. Put some oomph on that one. Service error. Out of bounds. 8-2. Rands rotates out. And replaced back in. Tori Erickson. Brooklyn Strim with 6 service points and an ace. Serves. Erickson being set up 4-0. Reitmeyer volleys across on that far side. Aka sets up over the middle for Tori Erickson. And that one tears too strong. Out of bounds. It's 8-3. Howie Reitmeyer serves. 5 service points for her and an ace. Make it 6. Falcons can't return. The lead is cut in half, 8-4. Reitmeyer, her 6th. It was 7-0 just moments ago before Brenda Slight took the timeout for the Knights. Coming back as of right now, Akas sets up near side for Erickson. Nice dig by Paulsrud. Back to Rorigan. Akas for Erickson again. Less velocity, but finds a kill. Off the hand of the Knights, 9-4. Tori Erickson with 5 kills, leading everybody in that category tonight. Caitlin Hawkins, no service point, serves. Dug up by Kurz, pushed over by Larson, saved by the Knights. Now to the Falcons, that is. Reitmeyer to Erickson. Erickson puts it down. 9-5. Trinity Erickson, just her 2nd kill of the night. She serves. Has 2 blocks to her credit. Jumping serve is a cross. Dug out by Swimby. Sent over by Wilson on that near side. Just enough on that one. 10-5 after that kill. Rand Rorgan to serve. 4 service points, 2 aces. Jumbo pushed over by Larson. Reitmeyer back row to Larson, volleyed over. Rorgan. Here's Erickson, a joust in favor of the Knights, a violation. 10-6. Climax-Fisher back within 4. They were down 7-0. Sophia Nesvig serves. One service point for Sophia. Punch back row. Rorgan digs, and right at the net is Johnny on the spot. Cambry Solheim sends it back, makes it 10-7. Solheim's first kill. 2nd service point for Nesvig. Near side, saved by Swimby. Akis over the middle, that's Wilson. Wilson can't get it across down. Far side, Kurz pushes it across. Erickson over the middle, pinpoint to Paulsrud's hands. Makes it 11-7. Tori Erickson's 6th kill. Here's Burhow, Jordan Burhow serving. Paulsrud digs. Larson, 2-and-tapper across. Almost everyone went for it. Kerr sets up for Larson, who is denied by Rands. 12-7. Rands with a block. 3 blocks tonight for Fertile-Beltrami. 3rd service point for Burhow. It's 12-7. It's 12-8. Service error. Tori Erickson rotates in for Burhow. Back to the bench. Climax-Fisher serves with Mariah Kurz. No service points so far. Dug up back row by Swimby. Akis just volleys it over. Larson, a joust, no. Sent back by Rands. Wilson saves. Pushed over, 2-and-tapper. Paulsrud set on the far side for Reitmeyer. Lets it rip in favor of the Knights. 12-9. Curves her first service point. Reitmeyer her 2nd kill on that outside after moving back from the libero position. Playing that position a few weeks. That one's blocked in the net. Rand's going to get it across. Now far side, that one does get across courtesy of Swimby. Reitmeyer again, that far side. Pinpoint to the back of the line. Yes, ma'am. 12-10. Reitmeyer's 3rd kill. Nesvig, 3rd service point. Kurz, 2nd service point within 2. Dug up by Swimby. Akis, far side. And that one's not across by Wilson. Didn't have enough juice on it. Within 1, the Knights are 12-11. 3rd service point for Kurz. Slaps it across. Swimby digs. Akis going to set up on this near side for Rands. That's just at the line. Just at the line, Rands finds the kill. Her 2nd, ending the Kurz heater. 13-11. Taylor Miller serves with the left hand. Dug up by Kurz. Larson volleys. Sent over by Reitmeyer on the volley. Akis to Rands again over the middle. Nice dig by Nesvig. Hits 2 beams. Saved by Larson. Solheim sends it back. Rorgan to Miller. This near side is Swimby, and that was swift. 14-11. Swimby sends it back for her 2nd kill. Taylor Miller's at 1st service point. of the night here in set 2. Lefty across, dug out back row by Nesvig. Far side, Rettmeyer, too strong on the kill shot. 15-11. Once again, Miller just gets across and saved by Larson after the dig by Kerr, sent back by the Knights. Miller sets up for the middle for Rands. Another rocket doesn't drop. Nesvig digs. Paulsrud sets up. Larson backwards volley gets across. Rorgan digs out. Near side, Swimby too strong into the net. 15-12. Ella Paulsrud to serve. Running serve, punched across. Strim digs. Miller volleys. Backwards volley on the return by Rands. Two-hand tapper by Larson. Hawkes sets up for Swimby. Slingshot engaged. 16-12. Three kills for Swimby. Pushes it back to 4. She serves with 8 service points. And an ace to her name. Rettmeyer, far side with an absolute rocket. Pinpoint to the paint. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. It's 16-13. Rettmeyer, rip it, rocket, race it. 4 kills. Ava Larson serves. Dug up by both Miller and Strim. Hawkes sets up near side for Rorgan, and she finds a rocket of her own. Back to that pinpoint part of the paint. It's 17-13. 5 kills for Maren Rorgan. Brooklyn Strim serves with 1 ace and 6 service points. Rorgan and Erickson. Erickson of 6 kills. Rorgan of 5. Spreading the love. Paulsrud digs. Larson just saves it. Erickson volleys over. Swimby to Miller. Near side is Rorgan. That one to the back line of the corner with a charge. 18-13. Pinpoint placement by Rorgan, the senior, the experience. 6 kills, she matches Erickson. Strim, 7 service points, 18-13. Dug out by Kurz, volleyed over by Marshall. Erickson volleys. Rorgan again, that near side again, puts it down, not strong enough. A joust in favor, Erickson versus Erickson, in favor of Tori Erickson. Over Trinity. Erickson versus Erickson. Sounds like a lawsuit. Kurz rotates out. In her place, Danica Model, a freshman. 8 service points for Strim. Up by 6. And an ace serve. Mia Marshall couldn't get it up. 20-13. Second ace of the night by Strim. 5 by the Falcons. Strim, 9 service points. Dug up by Marshall. Larson sets up for Reitmeyer. Far side with the kill attack. Doesn't drop. Miller, 2-hand tapper over. Sent back over, and Erickson right in the face of Erickson puts it down. It's just a nice little love tap again. Makes it 21-13. Erickson, Tori with 7 kills. Strim with 10 service points, leading everybody. Dug out by Model. Sent over by Marshall. Middle row. Dug out by the Falcons. Hawkes sets up for Erickson right in the palm of Trinity, and it falls 22-13. The sophomore getting the best of the senior tonight. 11 service points for Strim. 7 kills for Tori Erickson. Paulsrud digs. Right back in your face is Rorgan. No time to breathe. 23-13. It's a 10-point lead. Rorgan, 7 kills. Raging back against the Knights. 12 service points for Strim. Dug out back row by Model. Volleyed over by Rettmeyer, far side. Strim digs. Miller to Erickson to end it. Yes, ma'am. Erickson emphatically. No, excuse me, misspoke. 24-14, 13 that is. Now it's set point. Erickson 9 kills. Strim 13 service points, jumps across, dug out by Model. Larson sets up for Trinity Erickson against Torrey, and advantage Trinity. Not over yet. 24-14. Trinity with her third kill. Allie Reitmeyer with 1 ace and 6 service points, looking to stay alive, down by 10, serves away. Dug out by Rands. Akis to Rorigan, denied by Erickson and pushed out of bounds. Not done yet. 24-15. Reitmeyer, 7 service points. 9-point lead for the Falcons. Diving dig in time. Nice attack and nice effort by the Falcons. New player in there. Erickson flat-footed, gets it across. Diving dig by Strim is good. Rorigan rips it back, and that's how it falls in set number 2. 25-15. Rorigan, her 8th kill, rips it away from the Knights. 25-15 and 2 sets to nothing on the Community Co-op scoreboard. Take a break and come back with potentially the third and final set of the night. 2-0 advantage. Fertile-Beltrami on top of Climax-Fisher here on YourLabOfHit.com.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools. In the months of preparation for spring planting, all through the growing season and into the long days of harvest, the team at Agrimax is here to help farmers around the Red River Valley with a complete array of services and products. From seed sales to custom aerial and ground application, crop protection products, and more, Agrimax will help reach every producer's goal, peak profitability. Contact Agrimax in Fisher, Minnesota today at 218-891-2211 or online at agrimaxllc.com.
Welcome back to Climax, where it's 2-0 in favor of Fertile-Beltrami, 2-0 versus the Knights on their home court. The Knights this season at home, 0-3, 0-2 in Fisher and 0-1 here in Climax. Their second managing Climax of 2021. As far as sweeps go, Climax-Fisher 2-8 in that category. They have 1 3-set sweep in their favor. For the Falcons, they are 8-3. 5 of those are 3-set sweeps. The rest come in 2-0 sweeps and tournament matchups. Last time the Falcons fell to the Knights, way back when, on Tuesday, September 21st, 2010. 3-2 in favor of the Knights. That is definitely way back when. That is a whole decade ago. That's a different decade altogether. Now, 17-32 is the sets record in 2021 for the Knights. Fertile-Beltrami, 38-17 in that category. Second most set wins and least amount of set losses in the Pine to Prairie Conference. Falcons at third place in Section 8A. 8A East, that is. Third place for the Falcons. And 8A West, the Knights sit in ninth. They could be in 6 if they win tonight. Down 2-0, however, on the Community Co-op scoreboard. Knights serve of Ava Larson. Dug up back row by Swinby, saved by Akis. Over the middle is Rands. That one hits out of bounds, 1-0, and the first time the Knights have scored first tonight. Larson's 4th service point. The Knights have started last 2 sets down at 7-0. That one's nicely dug out by Climax-Fisher after the rocket by Rorigan. Rorigan gets another shot. That one does fall. 1-1. Rorigan's 9th kill of the night. I see a new player in there for Climax-Fisher, and that is number 2, Sarah Thorson. Strim serves with 14 service points. Near side, now far side is Reitmeyer in no man's land to take the lead at 2-1. First time Climax-Fisher has led all night after 1-0, now make it 2-1. And she serves. 7 service points for her. Aukes volleys over behind the back. Reitmeyer digs. Larson sets up far side for Thorson. Not thunderous, but tallies on a kill. 3-1. Thorson's first kill for the sophomore. Reitmeyer's 8th service points. Tori Erickson near side just gets it across. And they call a violation on Fertile-Beltrami. I think they're saying it didn't go past the antenna. Reitmeyer 9 service points, up 4-1. Reitmeyer to Thorson into the net. On that far side, Aukes and Erickson ready to send it right back if it cleared. It's 4-2. Taylor Miller rotates out. In her place, number 8, Kasia Wilson, the junior, rotates in. Caitlin Aukes, no service points tonight. Serves away, dug up by Kurz. Over the middle is Erickson, and she finds a bullet to the paint to make it 5-2. Her 4th kill. Reitmeyer leads the Knights with 5 tonight. Erickson usually the leader in that department. She serves nonetheless. No service points. Also has 2 blocks. Jump serve away. Swimby digs back row. Aukes to Wilson with a wallop. That one's dug out into the beam. Now far side. Kurz can't get it across on the kill shot. Aukes sets up near side for Wilson again. Wilson waylays that one. 5-3. Her 4th kill. And Oregon serves. Set 3. Get that fixed here in a moment. Reitmeyer digs. Our side is Kurz with the punch, and it drops. 6-3. 6-3 in set 3 in favor of the Knights, but it's 2-0. Fertile-Beltrami Community Co-op scoreboard. Sophia Nesvig to serve with 3 service points. Now make it 2 actually. Aukes doing a tapper across. Reitmeyer digs back row. Larson sets up far side for Kurz. Kill shot doesn't drop. Nice dig by Rorgan. Aukes to Wilson. Weighs lace to it. No. It gets over eventually. Saved by Kurz. Kurz again on the attack far side. Aukes digs. And it drops in favor of Climax-Fisher. Attack on a kill for Kurz. Her 2nd. Nesvig. Now 3 service points. Up by 4, a bullet across. Rorgan digs over the middle. Little jumbo from Wilson, doesn't drop. Kurz from Rarick into the matchup now, excuse me. Aukes to Erickson, who punches it into the net. 8-3. Nesvig, 4 service points, 3. Make it 2 straight. That one too strong. Barely. 8-4. Strim rotates out as well as Erickson. In her place, Jordan Burhow. As well as Abigail Rands. Burhow jumping serve. Palsrud digs, middle row. Behind the back is Larson trying to get swifty with it. Far side is Swimby. That's not swift enough. Too strong. The rather. 9-4, Burhow out, Erickson in, Strim back in as well. Now actually, Erickson's still on the bench. Pushed across on the serve by Larson. Make that Kurz. Wilson sends it back with authority on that far side. 9-5 after that kill. Wilson 5 kills tonight. Taylor Miller with 2 service points to send it away. Down by 4. set number 3. Lefty across, dugout back row by Thorson to Rorigan. Miller to Wilson, denied by Rarick. Autumn Rarick almost fell. Swimby and fit. Rorigan can't get it across, and it falls out of bounds. 10-5, Paulsrud to serve. Ella, no service points tonight. Running service away. Dugout back row by Miller. Near side, Swimby, two-hand tapper. Paulsrud digs. Larson sets up far side for Reitmeyer. A rocket to Strim, who digs it up. Miller to Swimby again. That one through Erickson's fingers and down for the kill. 10-6, Swimby, her 4th. She serves with 8 service points. Dug out by Thorson, back row, Reitmeyer to Paulsrud, back row volleys over. Swimby digs, Strim sets up for Rorigan, near side, an absolute rip through the net. Makes it 10-7. Just jolted off that net enough. And an ace serve from Miller. Makes it 10-8. That's her first ace, I believe. Actually, it's Swimby, excuse me. Her second ace serve. That one falls in favor of Fertile-Beltrami as well, 10-9. Timeout. Coach Brenda Slight up by 1, was up by 5 earlier on the Community Co-op scoreboard, down 2-0 to the Falcons. We'll take a 30-second break and see if the Knights can get back on top of it on yourliveevent.com.
Schedules can be a slippery slope. With yourliveevent.com, that's just not the case. Find schedules for select Minnesota and North Dakota high school athletics at our website. That's www.yourliveevent.com. For schedule updates, follow our social media pages. Never miss again when it comes to scheduling with Your Live Event.
After the timeout by Coach Brenda Slight, it's 10-9, Climax-Fisher on top. In set number 3, but down 2-0 on the Community Co-op scoreboard. Aubrey Swimby with 9 service points, 2 aces, 1 in this heater. Right hand across, dug out by Nesvig into the net. Larson couldn't get to it, and we're all knotted up. 3 aces for Swimby tonight, 10 service points. Again, brought to you by Agramax. Swimby puts it across, dug out by Thorson. Paulsrud to Thorson, middle row attack. Miller digs, Akis two-hand tapper, and Reitmeyer can't save it. The lead in favor of Fertile-Beltrami, 11-10. Swimby 11 service points. 11-10 is the lead. Nesvig digs, Reitmeyer set up far side, rips it through. Nice dig by Miller. Rorigan answers right back near side. It's 12-10. Morgan with 10 kills has been rampant tonight. Swimby, 12 service points, pushes it across. Reitmeyer far side again, palms it. Strim digs, Morgan near side, punches it into the net and kicks it back. Ends the rally by Fertile-Beltrami. It's 12-11. The Knights down again on the scoreboard. Ava Larson to serve. 4 service points for Ava. Sophomore. Dug out by Swimby. Akis sets up far side for Rands. Doesn't fall. Paulsrud, nice dig. A joust between Erickson and Marshall. Rands and Marshall in favor of Rands. Her 3rd kill makes it 13-11. Strim with 14 service points. Across. Dug up by Thorson. Touched over and tapped by Larson. Morgan near side, sends it back. Thorson digs. Set up far side for Reitmeyer. Rifles it across. Miller to Rorigan for her own rifle. Too strong, yes. 13-12 of N1. Looks like Hallie Reitmeyer will serve. Kurz rotates to that far side in the outside hitter position. Swinby digs. Tori Erickson saves it. Volleyed over by Rorigan. Over the middle. Trinity Erickson is denied by Rorigan and Erickson. 14-12. Erickson versus Erickson all night. 3 blocks for Tori. This one's across from Akis. Erickson right in the face of Erickson. Through the beam, saved by Akis. Wilson pushes it across. Actually, Rands. Far side, Kurz with the kill shot. Rands, nice diving dig. Saved by Akis. It hits the net, violation. 14-13, Knights get the point. Trinity Erickson serves for Climax-Fisher, down 1. Jumping serve, just gets across. Rands digs. Tori Erickson back to Rands, rips it through. Rifle off the beam, and in favor of Fertile-Beltrami. Just bad luck for the Knights. Ricocheted off the top of the roof and into the beam. (15-13) after that kill actually by Wilson, her 6th. This one's into the beams again, saved. Now Paulsrud can't punch it across. It's 16-13. Marin Rorigan to serve away, 4 service points. Paulsrud digs. Larson backside sets up for Reitmeyer on the far back row. Dug out nicely by Akis, volleyed over by Wilson. Paulsrud digs. Larson two-hand tapper across. Rorigan saves it. Swimpy to Wilson. Advantage Climax-Fisher. Back within 2. First set in favor of the Falcons, 25-18. 125-15. Started both sets up 6-0 at least. Knights scored first in this one. Nesvig sends it across off the serve. Akis sets up. And a little jumbo jolt coming from Kasia Wilson, her 7th kill. Just guided that one in the right spot. Able to palm it. Erickson rotates out for Jordan Burhow. Jump serve is across. Dug out by Nesvig. Larson. Paulsrud punches it. Nice dig by Rorigan. Hits the roof. Right hand swipe at it by Rands. Push back across. Knights send it back. Reitmeyer in there in the thick of things. Near side is Wilson again. Pinpoint to the corner. Yes. Second time she's done that. 8 kills. Up by 4. 18-14. Burhow, her 4th service point. Coming off the bench. Number 7 sends it away. Paulsrud dug that one out, back row. Larson sets up for Rarick. Slaps it across. Over the middle. Akis to Rands. Saved by Paulsrud. Larson. Far side for Kurz. Kill shot. Does not drop. Diving dig nicely by the Falcons. Sent back. Paulsrud another punch. Akis digs. Swiped into the net by Rands. 18-15. Burhow out. Tori Erickson in. Brooklyn Strim, the libero, back in as well. Excuse me. Erickson still back out. And that service, error coming from the Knights. Out of bounds, just barely. 19-15. We're getting a skull chant from the Falcon faithful. Taylor Miller serves. Lefty across. Diving dig from Paulsrud, making Nesvig over the middle. Rands punches it across. Rands finds the kill. 4th of the night. Up by 5. Service point for Taylor Miller, her 4th. Timeout, Coach Brenda Slight down by 5 and down 2-0 on the Community Co-op scoreboard. Hoping not to be swept tonight for what would be the 9th time in 2021. 30-second break after this.
Log on to stay up to date on all of the weekly activities at the Climax-Shelley School. The website for the Climax-Shelley School District provides you with up-to-date bulletins, lunch menus, sports schedules, bus route information, practice schedules, iPad apps, and upcoming events. Order some night apparel and support your teams. Go Knights and Thunder. The Climax-Shelley School District thanks you for your support, and they look forward to having you attend their local events throughout the school year. Log on to isd592.org.
Falcons looking for their 9th sweep of a season and win number 14. Miller serves up by 5, 20-15. 2 sets to nothing. Reitmeyer, far side. Volleys across. Miller sets up over the middle for Rands. Little light tapper. Saved by Larson. Back to Nesvig. And it drops in favor of Fertile-Beltrami, 21-15. Derek Zimmerman-Geyer with you tonight in Climax, Minnesota. Climax-Shelley School. Miller, her 5th service point. Our camera operator tonight, Peyton. Big shout out to the Climax-Shelley staff. Lefty across, Thorson digs. Rarick rips it through. Nice knee slide dive on the dig by Fertile-Beltrami. Swimby shoots it back. And it's inbounds. 22-15. Aubrey's 5th kill of the night. For Miller, that's her 6th service point. Up by 7. Reitmeyer jumping, 2-hand tapper across. Strim, knee slide dig. Over the middle, Rands rips it through. Saved, Rarick and company. Reitmeyer and Rarick. Rarick is denied. Denied by Rands. 23-15. Rands, 2 blocks tonight. 7 service points for Miller. 1 ace as well. That's a bullet through. Nesvik digs. That one's into the net by number 1, Jacqueline Lunick, the senior, rotating in. 23-16. Ella Paulsrud to serve. Her 3rd match in a row back from concussion. A bullet off the punch. Erickson right in the face of Rands makes it 23-17. Paulsrud her 1st service point. Kill by Erickson, her 5th. Dug out by Miller. Aka sets up for Rands again. No, a little jumbo. Doesn't find the jolt. Reitmeyer, far side. Finds a jolt of her own, but too far out of bounds. That's set and match point. 24-17. Aubrey Swimby to do the honors. Looking for a short and sweet sweep. Dug out by Thorson. Larson sets up for Reitmeyer. Lets it rip. That one's through. No, nice diving dig by Miller. Sent back by Swimby. Larson to Erickson. Too strong. Fertile-Beltrami takes it. The Knights fall to the Falcons. 3 sets to none. 25-17 in set number 3. 25-18 in set 1, 25-15 in set 2, and once again 25-17. The Falcons have won 11 matches in a row versus their Section 8A rival in Climax-Fisher. The Knights 0-4 at home, fall to 5-12, ending their 2-match win streak. Fertile-Beltrami 5-3 on the road and 14-5 overall. If Boston loses tonight, Fertile-Beltrami can slingshot in a 2nd place. They're now 9-2 in Section 8A. The Knights are 4-6. Once again, your final on the Community Co-op scoreboard. Fertile-Beltrami, 3 sets to nothing against Climax-Fisher. They take it from the Knights. Once again, 25-18, 25-15, and 25-17. Take a break, come back for our post-game report, interviews and stats, and look ahead for both squads. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Falcons and Knights post-match show on yourliveevent.com.
The American farmer has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Columbia Grain and Agronomy is here to help on every acre with the highest quality products and expert local service. Contact the agronomy centers in Climax at 218-857-2165 or Arvilla at 701-343-6273. Columbia Grain and Agronomy, committed to cultivating growth through a diverse mix of products and expert knowledge. Contact them today and make the most of every acre. Call Climax at 218-857-2165 or Arvilla at 701-343-6273.
You asked, how will Enbridge's Line 3 replacement help keep the environment safe? Well, nothing is more important to us than the safety of the environment and the people of Minnesota. That's why we're replacing an aging pipeline with much safer, state-of-the-art infrastructure along a route that avoids impacts to people and the environment. Safety and environmental protection are Enbridge's core values and the very foundation of our business. Learn more at enbridge.com/line3us.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, Halsted Living Center offers a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care. With Halsted Living Center, there is an attached medical clinic and independent senior housing facility. Physical, occupational, and speech therapy services are available for both inpatient and outpatient. Respite care is available too, as well as hospice services. Call 218-456-2105 for openings available now with Halsted Living Center, or find more information at halstedlivingcenter.com.
Welcome back to our post-match report in favor of Fertile-Beltrami tonight against Climax-Fisher. 3-0, 25-18, 25-15, and 25-17. Now joined by the head honcho of the Falcons, Kerry Soley. Coach, your initial thoughts? You guys have the Knights' number and 14 wins on the season.
Yeah, it was a great win for us, great all-around win for us, and thought our hitters did a nice job of putting the ball down, and I thought that our blockers really did a nice job of kind of taking them out of their offense. Our passing was a little inconsistent at times, but when our passing was on, things were really good for us.
It seemed like those first two sets, I said you had their number. You exactly had their number. You put a bagel on the board to make it 6-0, 2 sets in a row. What was clicking early on?
We just, a lot of the kids have been working on serving aggressively and working on trying to get points in a row, and that's kind of what we focused on, and that's been a key to one of our successes this season.
I think I count 8 ace serves tonight.
Awesome.
By your squad. How well did serving serve you guys, and what was working well behind the service line?
We do a few times in practice where we just, serve for 2 to 5 minutes where we say serve aggressively. We also focus on, if you miss a serve, then you're going to go out there and you're going to make the next one and then come out and serve aggressively again and just kind of work on the right timing and spot serving and things like that. So I thought that tonight we served very well, and proud of the girls.
Let's talk about the girls right now. They've really shared the love in the kill category. Abigail with 4, and then you have Marin with, 10, Tori with 9 of her own, and Wilson, Keisha Wilson off the bench with 8 as well.
Awesome.
What does it take for the girls to share the attacks like that?
It kind of, we talk about like what's on the other side of the net as far as the blockers. We talk about our hitters, and sometimes it just depends upon our passers. And we also, our setters do a nice job of setting the hot hand, and the girls are doing a great job of putting the ball down. They're just going to continue to go to them and have that nice balanced attack.
I believe it was 8-4 in that third set. Climax-Fisher takes a lead for the first time all night. What did Climax-Fisher do well early on in that third set?
In the third set, they played a little bit more consistent, and we did not. We were a little inconsistent with our passing, had some hitting errors, some net errors, things like that. So once we cleaned that up and once we stopped those errors on our side, the unforced errors, then we were able to chip away at that lead. Once we got the lead, then I think we were in complete control.
1-0 so far this week. You face Monoman-Waubun this
another
Thursday.
big conference matchup, yep.
What do you think about the Thunderbirds as of late?
They've been playing really well this year. I know Vicky does a great job with their ball club and, works on them. What we need to do is just come out with that balanced attack and be ready to go for every single point.
Coach, any final thoughts before you make the trek home?
Just need great teamwork all the way around for our squads tonight, and just real proud of our girls.
Coach Sully, thanks for your time. Good luck going forward and have a safe trip home.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you very much to the head honcho of the Falcons. And we'll just shimmy on in to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, Keisha Wilson. Kasia, off the bench tonight, you had 8 kills. You really brought a lot of energy to your squad, and especially in that third set, that looked like the Knights would maybe force a fourth. What was your initial feelings out there off the bench?
When I come off the bench, especially in the third match, I felt like I knew what I had to do to finish the game strong. I knew what our team needed from me, so I came off knowing what they needed from me, and I got the job done.
I would say so. You guys with another short and sweet sweep, but like I asked Coach and what we talked about, you guys, along with Oregon and Erickson, just in that middle and far side row, what clicks for you guys chemistry-wise? How are you able to spread it around so much?
For like sets and stuff?
For attacks.
Well, our setters are very confident in all our hitters, and we know like if our middle got blocked once or twice, we know that we have to switch, and our setters always can count on any hitter to put it down and have a side out.
Those first 2 sets, you guys put a 0 on the board for the majority of those first 2. Were the Knights making mistakes, or were you guys just capitalizing on top of them?
I felt like if the Knights did make a mistake, we would turn it around. And can you repeat the question?
Just, did they make mistakes, or did you capitalize on them?
I felt like we just bumped that kill. We ended it. They made mistakes, which helped us stay confident and keep up.
How do you feel about your performance tonight? 8 kills coming off the bench. Just your initial thoughts about your overall play.
I felt like tonight I really came out. I was excited to be on the court again since we haven't had a game since last Thursday, and with the strong win last Thursday, I was hungry, and I knew that this is a conference match, and for a conference match we had to take the win, and we came out in 1 and 3.
You got another conference and section matchup this Thursday against Minot-Waubun. What do you feel about the Thunderbirds? What do you feel that you guys need to work on going into that match?
I think we need to work on when we go up for the block, if we get a touch, we need to open up and let our back row know. And I feel like our back row needs to communicate with us hitters to let us know where the block is, because tonight, I know as me, I kind of hit in the block a few times, which our back row really helps. They'll hit line. So I feel like on Thursday night, we're going to have to come out and come with the same intensity and just have a good back row, because when our passes are on, our sets are on, and we get a kill, and just come with a lot of intensity.
Kasia, any final thoughts before you make that hike home?
Nope.
Short and sweet, just like tonight's match.
Thank you.
Kasia, thanks for taking the time. Good luck going forward and have a safe trip. Stick around. We'll get you our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game shirt.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you, Kasia Wilson, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. We'll talk to Kasia about shirt size here in a moment. When we come back, we'll talk more storylines going forward and final stats after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
Get the dairy products, non-dairy products, frozen seafood, meat items, and more delivered to your door from Teak, the Udder Guy at Hillsboro Dairy. Call 701-436-5877. He will bring it right to your door. Hillsboro, Grandin, Pearlie, Hendrum, Borup, Ada, Climax, Shelley, Lockhart. East of Ada to the Twin Valley addresses and around the area. Hillsboro Dairy delivering right to your door. 701-436-5877. It's here at Norman County Implement, now on the lot. The new Blast of the 2021 model Versatile Delta Tracks. Call for large discount. This Versatile DT570 with PTO, it's huge discounts, and it's now on the lot at Norman County Implement. And also arrived 2 brand new Woods 15-foot batwing mowers. Talk with Chuck or Neil on the beet harvest equipment. Other deals getting done for other trades coming in. Norman County Implement with a new Versatile Fury for sale or rent this fall. Talk with Chuck or Neil, Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada.
Welcome back to our post-match report in Climax Shelley. Final on the Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard. Fertile-Beltrami 3-0 against Climax-Fisher. Scores of 25-18, 15 and 17. The Falcons in full throttle this Tuesday evening. Let's see who put the attacks, kills, aces, and blocks on the board for both squads. For Climax-Fisher, final stat-wise, 1 kill by Cambry Solheim. Sarah Thorson, no stats to speak of off the bench. Hallie Reitmeyer, plenty to speak about. 9 service points, 1 ace, and 5 kills. Ella Paulsrud, 1 service point. Mariah Kurz, with 3 service points to 2 kills. Ava Larson, 4 service points. Mia Marshall, 1 service point, 1 kill. I believe Larson also had an ace in there as well, as did Reitmeyer, if I didn't say that. Trinity Erickson with 5 kills, 2 blocks. Autumn Rarick rotated in, but didn't find anything on the stat line. Sophia Nesvig rounds it out with 4 service points of her own. Actually, scratch that. Sarah Thorson with 1 kill of her own, and that rounds it out for Climax-Fisher. 2 ace serves overall for the Knights. For Fertile-Beltrami, 8 total ace serves. Taylor Miller with 1 of those. Taylor Miller with 7 service points. Brooklyn Strim doubled that with 14 of her own. And 2 ace serves. Aubrey Swimby. Thank you, Coach Sully. Aubrey Swimby with 11 service points of her own, 5 kills, and count them, 1, 2, 3 ace serves for Aubrey Swimby. Ever so swift behind the service line tonight. Abigail Rands with 4 service, make it kills. 4 kills for Rands, 2 blocks. Marin Warrigan ripped it through and true. 10 times night for kills, 4 service points, 2 aces for Oregon. Tori Erickson with 3 blocks, no service points, but 9 kills for the sophomore. Kasia Wilson with 8 kills, and Jordan Burhow with 4 service points. Now let's talk about Kasia Wilson again, as we just talked to her moments ago. Kasia Wilson is our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game for those 8 kills, bringing the energy off the bench when her team needed it, putting up zeros on the scoreboard and taking the lead away from the Knights in that third and final set. Our Enbridge Energy Player of the Match, Kasia Wilson. Kasia Wilson, Enbridge Energy Player of the Match. Work has begun to replace Line 3, and keeping everyone safe is Enbridge's top priority. Robust COVID-19 safety rules have been established for Enbridge employees because we want everyone home safe. Learn more by visiting enbridge.com/line3.us. Enbridge Energy Player of the Game or Match. It's volleyball. I like to call it a match. I like to be technically correct. It's a character trait. Player of the Match. Energy-wise, is Kasia Wilson, 5 kills. Let's talk about our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game, Aubrey Swimby. I would say she earned that right, with 11 service points, 5 kills, and 3 aces. It's just in the name. It's the Precision Player of the Game, and ever so precise tonight. Aubrey Swimby, swift behind that service line. RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. Thinking about upgrading your planter? Visit RDK Enterprises at their locations in Hillsboro and Drayton, North Dakota to learn about available rebates and financing. RDK Enterprises, planterdoc.com. Precision Player of the Game, Aubrey Swimby. As we move on here in our post-match show, Fertile-Beltrami takes it away from Climax-Fisher. The Knights fall to the Falcons, 3-0, 25-18, 25-15, 25-17. As we recap our players of the game, let's talk about our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. And out the entire game, it was Tori Erickson for the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons. Before we get to her, though, we're going to talk to Coach Brenda Slight of the Knights. And, Coach, tonight, your just initial thoughts. Those first 2 sets, you guys were down, I believe, 6-0, able to get the lead in that third set. What was going through your mind early on in those first 2?
You know, I was really hoping that the girls would come out ready to pass, you know, come out with some more intensity. But I think when we got down a little bit, the girls got down, and I would say overall our passing game just wasn't there tonight. And when we're not passing well, you know, nothing's really going well for us. You know, it's hard to set up our front row players. It's hard, you know, to retrieve those kills coming on our side. And I think overall, I would have to say we lost the game because we just couldn't pass the ball.
It seemed like at that line between Trinity and Tori, both Ericksons, it fell in Tori's favor a lot. What did you see on those joust plays and the reason that Tori was getting the advantage of Trinity?
You know, I think it was hard because, you know, those off balls, you know, Ava had to set Trinity more towards a 3 and maybe even a 4. So I felt like those blockers were there. They were ready for Trinity, and you can tell they kind of scouted her maybe a little bit because it is really hard for us to set a 2 when our passes are off. So I think the advantage was is they were ready for Trinity to hit the 3, and we couldn't really get anything else besides in that position.
What was your initial thoughts when you guys took the lead? I believe it was 8-4 in that third set, finding some life, finding some energy, and I'll let you answer that first before we
show that they had some fight in them and that they could start on a positive note. You know, it's just about staying on that positive note throughout that third set was important. The minute we got down, I feel like the girls, you know, felt defeated and it was hard for us to get back. But, you know, the positive thing is I feel like the girls didn't give up. It's just there was a few kinks that we need to work on in practice, and hopefully on Thursday we come back and we're a better passing team.
Everybody come out healthy? All right?
Yes, my left, Mariah Kurz, is struggling with some back issues, but, you know, I thought Sarah came in and showed that she could play in that back row, and just having the team be able to adjust to those adjustments, you know, accepting changes and having to go with what you got is what's important, and to support each other. And, you know, on a team like this, we're bound for changes, so the girls just have to be ready for that. And I give all the credit to Fertile tonight. They really hit well, they played well, and that's probably the hardest hitting team we've seen this year.
Tough way to open up the week, but you do have one more match, I believe, on Thursday against Red Lake County Central RLCC. Have you looked at them any, and what do you look forward to on Thursday?
You know, I think they're a very similar team to us. We did play them up in Ada. We played them the last game at Ada, so the girls were a little wore out, not making any excuses, but I think if we would have seen them, you know, early on, I think it would have been a closer matchup. So I think the girls are looking forward to having, you know, a rematch with them. And like I said, if we come ready to play, our intensity is there, and we're willing to pass the ball and not be a step behind. Thursday will look good for us. So it depends on what team's going to show up. I'm hoping the team that's positive and the team that has that intensity that we need, and we'll see what Thursday brings.
Coach, any final thoughts before I let you go?
Practice tomorrow.
Practice tomorrow. Practice makes perfect.
Sure.
Coach, thanks for your time. That's the spirit. Good luck going forward. We'll see you again soon.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Coach Brenda Slight of Climax-Fisher, taking the time on our post-match report. Her team takes on Red Lake County Central RLCC Section 8A showdown on Thursday, this 14th. Once again, in the middle of things here, our Halstead Telephone postgame connection. We'll get back to that. Halstead Telephone Company postgame connection. Looking at the stats here, as I said, as I have beat to death between Marin Morgan, Tori Erickson, and Keisha Wilson. Wilson 8 kills, Erickson 9, and Morgan with 10 of her own. That is your postgame connection, and it has to go between Morgan and Erickson. Those two on the outside and inside. Morgan out, Erickson in. The way they connected and put it down for Fertile-Beltrami tonight, they are our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. Marin Morgan and Tori Erickson. Discover local reliability you can trust. Halstead Telephone. It's how to connect. HalsteadTel.com. Once again, local reliability, ever so reliable. We're Marin Morgan and Tori Erickson for our Halstead Telephone post-game connection. Just heard from head coach Brenda Slant. We also heard from the head honcho of Fertile-Beltrami, Carrie Sully. 19-year head coach versus a first-year head coach. Advantage to the Falcons as they're now make it 14-5 overall, 5-3 on the road, 9-2 in Section 8A, and 6-1 in the Pine and Prairie Conference. Climax-Fisher 5-12, 0-4 at home, and 4-6 in Section 8A. They fall below 500 in the Pine and Prairie at 3-4. As I said, they hit the road on Thursday at Oakley at RLCC, another section matchup for Fertile-Beltrami. They hit the road again as well against Mahnomen on the 14th, Section 8A East versus the Thunderbirds. First serve at set for 7:30 against his Mahnomen Wobbin. With that wraps things up here in Climax, Minnesota. Thanks to all the sponsors you saw in this broadcast and the sponsors you did see in this broadcast that make it possible. We ask you to patronize them because they keep things in business in the broadcast game. Thank you, the viewer, for tuning in tonight. We had 3 matches, volleyball matches on YourLiveEvent.com. One in Minnesota, the lone one, of course, you're watching. And then 2 in North Dakota, it was West Fargo versus West Fargo Cheyenne. EDC matchup in Lisbon, if I am correct. Lisbon took on, well, it's not there anymore. What do we have? Lisbon. I think it's over already. And our match is over tonight. Climax-Fisher falls to Fertile-Beltrami. The Falcons on top of the Knights. 3-0 once again on the Community Co-op scoreboard. For all the fine hospitality here in Climax Shelley School with Brendan and company, big shout out to them. Big shout out to you, the viewer. You can follow us on Twitter at YourLiveEvent1 and on YouTube as well right here. And yeah, that's it. Thanks to Mom and Dad for tuning in. And I hope you all had a terrific Tuesday. Good night from Climax.
Thank you.